Chirp 5, Trent Frederic, possibly on the trade block. Kevin Weeks actually posted on X this tweet right here. In speaking to sources, several teams are interested in pending UFA after this season. Bruins forward Trent Frederic, with his size, speed, toughness, character, and skill, he's drawing attention in the marketplace. And couple that with Sweeney at the St. Louis game, and Frederic is a native of St. Louis. Could it be possible that the Bruins are looking for some of the shakeup to be someone like Frederic to go? And would you trade him? And what could he even get in return?
I would trade him in a second. He had his career year last year. I think Weeksy's analysis of Frederic's game is not what I see. I see the size. I don't see the speed, and I don't necessarily see the skill. He's got a good shot.
Right.
A good shot.
He does.
And he has size, and he does have toughness and character, so I'll give him those.
But I don't see where the speed thing comes. He's not a fast skater.
No, the speed and the skill part, I don't see it. No. And the protecting pucks, I don't see that. I mean, he didn't say that, but I don't see that either, because he's maybe the guy on the team that uses one hand on the stick when he's carrying the puck the most out of anyone I've ever seen in my entire life.
Right. He's up there with Sean Thornton. Yeah.
I mean, what on earth? Everything's like I got a one-handed into the zone because I'm trying to hold the other guy off with my offhand because he's not fast enough to just skate by the guy.
Right. No explosive speed.
Yeah. No. So there's no speed there. So he's holding the guy with one arm and one hand flipping it into the zone with the other arm. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, I'd be willing to trade him. I'd be willing to trade him for like a 3rd round pick. Like, get to take the 2.6 and maybe you can turn that into, package somebody else with it, throw in something else. I don't know. And see if you can get an offensively skilled player. They got a bunch of Trent Frederics on the roster already.
They do.
Morgan Geekie's Trent Frederic, Max Jones, who they just sent down to Providence's Trent Frederic, Riley Tufte is Trent Frederic. All of them are all Trent Frederics. Kastelik is Trent Frederic. I mean, Cole Koepke right now is a better version of Trent Frederic than Trent Frederic is, because he is faster. Yeah. He shoots. He's scored some goals. He'll hit.
Kastelik and Koepke are both better versions of Frederic.
Yeah, right now, sure. Like
Kastelik's a better center.
Yeah.
I mean, Frederic is a center who can't really play center that well, so he plays wing. He's a 3rd liner. At best, he's not a top 6 forward. I just don't think he gets you much by himself. I don't think maybe 3rd round pick.
Yeah,
I just don't think he gets you much.
I don't think he does either.
People seem to think he's valuable.
You want to talk about the skill? You know what was more skill? You're going to love this. You know what was more skill than Trent Frederic? Your buddy, Justin Brazeau. Has more skill.
Okay, you talk about this all the time. You need to have an elite skill. What is Trent Frederic's elite skill?
Doesn't have one.
Doesn't have an elite skill. Not an elite skater. Has size, but is
it's not an elite skill.
It's not an elite skill.
The rest of the guys on the Bruins all have
vision,
size.
hands, none of it.
Nope.
Decent shot, not elite.
No, I wouldn't say he has an elite shot. He has a very good shot. He has a very good shot. Not even above average. Very good. He has a very good shot. It's not an elite shot though.
No.
If he had an elite shot, he'd score more than 17 goals.
1,000%. Yes. And right now he's not even tracking close to that.
No. So that's what I'm saying. He's replaceable.
His numbers have gone down the last years. He went from plus 29 to plus 8 to now minus 8.
Yeah.
Like it's trending the wrong way.
The whole team's trending the wrong way though.
Yes. He's trending the wrong way. Now he could go to a contender, Carolina or somewhere. You probably wouldn't trade him there, but Minnesota. You go to Minnesota and probably add some real value to them.
Tell you what, him on a 3rd line with guys that actually play offense would be pretty good. I mean, he was pretty good last year when he had guys on the 3rd line with him that played offense.
Yeah.
He was pretty good when he had, Taylor Hall and like guys that could play offense.
Well, that's the thing. That's when he did well, was when he had Taylor Hall's a #1 draft pick.
I know.
He has elite fucking skill.
Sure he does.
Like that. So yes, I agree. Like when he does that, but when he plays with Max Jones and
Correct.
Tom Jones,
Yeah.
it doesn't work. Like you just
Quincy
can't.
Jones.
Quincy Jones, God bless, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. When he does that, so other people have to bring that out in him, But if you
he's
put
not a
him
line driver. People talk about
No.
players that drive lines. He's not a line driver.
I mean, how about this? You put him on if you put him on the third line in Minnesota with Marcus Foligno and Frederic Gaudreau.
Yeah.
All right. Then he might do pretty well there.
Yeah, I think he would do well.
He might do well there. You know what I mean? Those are the types of teams I think he would do well with. If you put him in Los Angeles Kings with Fiala and somebody,
Yeah.
If you put him on teams that have, some pretty good.
I tell you what, I'd make that trade in a hot second. If you want to give me Alex Turcotte, you can have Trent Frederic, and we'll take Alex Turcotte with the Kings. Do that.
Okay, you want that, Alex Turcotte? Okay,
Alex Turcotte was a first round pick as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not necessarily struggled, but he hasn't been great in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to talk about maybe an underachiever for Freddie, yeah, I mean I'd do it. I would take a chance. I would take a chance on Turcotte.
Okay, so you heard it here first from Smitty. A sneaky little trade. Alex Turcotte, who's 5'11", 185 center, left shot. Played at Wisconsin as well.
Played at the national development team too.
He did, yeah. He was a 2019 first round pick, 5th overall.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a goal and 4 assists, 5 points, plus 8 in 13 games with the Kings. Plays about 12 minutes per game. So he's playing down the lineup, but he is a guy with talent that maybe is untapped. And maybe you put him in there as your third line center. But the problem is you're going to put him out there with Tom, Dick, and Harry. And, God knows if that'll do any well, but maybe you put him on the second line with Brad Marchand and give him a go. I don't mind that trade. Like, that's the type of trade I think you try with a guy like Frederic, is a guy with untapped potential who was once highly regarded.
Yeah.
That you try.
Yeah, I think it's a similar type of trade that you made with Pavel Zacha and Eric Haula. I think it's a similar type of thing.
Similar thing.
Both those guys, Haula and Zacha, were more established than both Frederic and Turcotte are. But that's the type of thing I would give it a try to. And Turcotte's only played 45 NHL games over the course of 4 seasons.
Right.
So he's been mostly in the minors recently.
Right.
But this year I think he's getting his first kind of full taste.
Yeah.
And we'll see how he does. But that's something that I would do. He's a guy with some speed and some skill.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.